Good morning, my fellow patriots. It is 10 a.m. and we are going to get this party started very quickly. So, I just want to see where everybody's coming in from, and then we'll start doing some general housekeeping, and then we're gonna have a discussion. Today is not going to be news, but we are going to have some discussions on what happened last night and where we go from here. So I'm starting to see people trickling in. As you guys trickle in, let me know where you're coming in from so we can make sure we give a shout out. South Carolina. I have Missouri. I'm not sure where Spicy's coming in from, but I'm sure I'll find out very quickly. Oh, we got California in the house. I was kind of worried that you Californians weren't going to be able to make it because it was a little early, but okay, we got Virginia, Illinois, Nebraska, Oklahoma, North Carolina. I see New Mexico. We got the aliens here with us. I'm just giving you a little bit of grief, Alpha. Okay, New York, Indiana. So, yeah, Michigan. Wow. And then we have South Carolina, Missouri, Pennsylvania. Lot of North Carolinians. Guys, we do want to wish Proud Patriot a happy birthday. I hope that I was hoping that my singing this morning, I called her and started to sing happy birthday, but I sound atrocious when I do so. So, yeah, we're not going to go there. Yes, I am not forgetting you guys over on YouTube. People are asking, where are we streaming live? Well, guys, we have YouTube and Twitch right now. Roku we have it beta testing. As soon as we're done with beta testing, we will be bringing that, and then I will let you guys know what the channel's name is, and then you guys can pull it up on Roku. So definitely making sure that everybody we are the official Patriot News on Twitch. So, but yes, we definitely have a whole bunch of people coming in. We're already at 20. We are already at 21. We are definitely going to be getting up there. What? Okay, won't play over on Twitch. Is Twitch not working properly, guys? Because if it's not, I want to know. It's looking everything. Looks like everything's good over there. So, okay, it is working. Okay, I just like to make sure that everybody's being taken care of. Yeah. Wow. Showing 26 for you. So, yeah, guys, one thing about this, it is not a paid platform. It is not something that I am looking to get rich off of. I am looking to provide information and let you guys make the decisions. I'm not going to blow smoke up your skirts or pants. Depends on whether you're a guy or a girl or whatever you want to call yourself. But we definitely want to make sure that everybody's taken care of information wise. So people have been asking about the website, and I'm gonna just pull it up real quick. I thought I was going to. So give me a second, and hopefully I can get it up. So, guys, we want people to understand two things. First of all, I am not going to charge you a single dime for the information that I provide. We believe that each and every single person needs to have access to the information in which they can find the best information. We don't want people to feel like they're getting lost. So give me a second. I'm pulling it up, and then we're going to discuss the site. So just leggings. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not, guys, here's my philosophy on life. If I have to charge you for information, the information I'm charging you for is fake. I won't do that. So my son put down on my grand's. Okay, guys, I have to put this comment up. It is funny. If anybody who knows anything about military aircraft, the A-10 Warthog is one of the greatest multi-purpose vehicles in the U.S. military. So I absolutely love that. So yeah, I agree. We need to work side by side and leave no patriot behind. Guys, I'm not going to go down the rabbit holes. If I can't confirm it, if through a variety of different sources that I have and the people that I know, if I and I'm talking government contacts, people who work within the government, who work within Congress, all that. We want people to be aware that, guys, when I talk about contacts, I'm talking about actual people that I can pick up the phone and confirm stuff. If they say, Shane, we can't go there, it means it's above top secret and they don't want the general public to know. So we're anything going to happen today. Today is a big day that everybody was talking about with people on the different forums and all that with the drops and all that. Guys, there is going to be a major false flag operation that happens. And I hope and pray any patriot that is hearing this message, stay away from DC. Do not get caught up in it. They're using it as a way to frame Donald Trump and to frame conservatives as domestic terrorists. We are not that way. We are a peace-loving people. We're not out there to cause a big stink, but we want our voices to be heard. Everybody asks who the silent majority is. It's the forgotten men and women all over the country, and quite frankly, it's now growing to all over the world. People who are being diminished to the point where they don't have a voice. We are giving voices to people who have no voice. So, yeah, we guys, what is free for you guys is not free for me, but I'm not going to charge you money for it. I'm not here to get rich and famous and all that. Spicy, they did close down the House yesterday. They moved up all the votes to make sure that they got it all done before 3 p.m. or 3 a.m. this morning. So people are asking about the motels. So okay, Mustang Medic was in front of the Capitol. Very quiet. Yes, it is. Nobody's going to work today because there is a security threat. People are threatening to storm the Capitol again. When you do that and you make a fool out of yourself, people don't show up to work. So, yes. So I'm going to answer this question. Why are rooms so outrageous? Okay, guys, here's something that, having friends that work in the hospitality industry, I've actually learned this quite well. So when you have a demand, or when there's the potential of a demand, what do? You raise the prices. That demand starts getting met, you raise the prices some more until it's so expensive that the demand is no longer there. So it went from just like 170. Some rooms were like 175 originally, and they're upwards of over 1,500 to 12 grand, or 1,500 to 2 grand. So as the talk and the demand increases, the motels are going to increase their rates to make sure that they keep those rooms open. And the more those rooms are filled, the higher the price is going to go. And like most places, they don't want something to happen. So what do? They jack those prices up. And if people keep paying it, they keep sending it up until people stop paying. So I hope that actually makes a whole lot of sense, because guys, they're in business to make money. They don't care whether or not it's feasible for most people. All they care about is making money. Their business. So I absolutely love this. So I put it up on the screen for everybody to see, both on YouTube and on Twitch. I went to visit my mom at physical therapy, and the lady at the door asked me if I had any symptoms in the past 2 weeks. I said, "Which one are you asking? Car wrecks, cancer, or flu?" That is the best response I have ever heard. Okay, so props to you. But guys, we are going to pull up the website so people can see what the website looks like. And so I know a lot of people are like, "Well, we've already seen the website." Well, okay, guys. So we have PNN Social that links over to the social media side. The articles we haven't filled that out yet, so it's coming. The about, again, we haven't filled it out yet. Contact page, how you contact us, and in there we will have the links to our different platforms that we're on, and the groups, so people can actually just go straight to the website, contact us, and be able to get into those groups. The PNN store, guys, if you want to buy stuff with the PNN logo on it, whatever, click on there. It'll take you to the store, and everybody can buy to their heart's content. They have something for just about everybody. And then the resources page. I promised everybody that we would have a resource page. And guys, it is not complete. If there is stuff that we need to add, let us know. We can add it to it. But all your resources for watching the airplanes, the weather sites, earthquakes, live stream cams, internet service status detectors, electrical service, the VAERS report, convention estates. I will get to you Big Brad, just give me just a couple seconds. Convention Estates, everybody's talking about military tribunals. Right here, click on that link, go, and you will see everything you need to know about military tribunals, when they are, who's being tried, so on and so forth. Pacer, anytime we're looking up court documents, anytime you're looking up court documents, that's where you go. We also have the DC scanner for EMS and fire, Capitol Police officers, and people dealing with the Capitol Police and Secret Service. They will not use this, but you will hear some spillover on there with the regular Washington, D.C. police. Homeland Security, if there's any threat that's issued, threat alert that's issued, it will be posted to Homeland Security's webpage. And of course, the military news, military.com, they are the best that we've seen. So I hope that makes sense for everybody. And of course, because somebody was asking about Venmo, we have Venmo and we also have PayPal. Like I said, I don't tell people that they need to donate. It's purely on your own. So, and another thing that we have built into the website, guys, podcast, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We drop a podcast each and every single morning, Monday through Saturday by 10 o'clock. They're usually recorded between 5 and 7 a.m. So if you guys are wondering why there's not certain news stories in there, that's why. So, and you guys can go through and replay the different episodes. You can go in and get all that stuff, watch the different episodes. If you can't get in there, or if you can't find an episode, just click to it and then go to the website for the podcast, and all that will be there. Every episode is there. So, but when we go to Patriot News Network store, guys, we have a lot of goodies. And I mean, people can actually see everything we have. And there's going to be more products added each and every single day. We're going to have other people who are providing us with different products that people can order. Those will also show up in there as they come available. So, need a wine glasses? Yeah, I agree. My wife makes wine glasses, or she does logos and stuff on wine glasses. So as she gets better at doing the more complicated designs, we will be adding wine glasses in there as well. So again, everything is shipped straight to you guys from the supplier. I don't ever lay hands on it. Everything goes straight from them to you. I'm going to go back to that question. So I was on PPN watching on Twitch, and they were asking for money, and now they are no longer on Twitch. So what I'm getting to is, was there any truth to what they were speaking? I won't disparage other people, but the facts do not match with what they were saying. So, in long story short, no. So, oh, you have a laser after if we want. Yeah, have him reach out to me, Jason. I'd be glad to talk to him. Yeah, if anybody knows how to contact him, I would definitely reach out and talk to him because I'd be concerned about his safety as well. And guys, everybody, anytime we are doing this, I am quite nervous about the safety of people that if I'm bringing people in, I'm going to make sure that everything all precautions are taken, that we do not discuss something that would put them in the line of fire. So, but I know a lot of people are concerned. You know, we really are trying to get the news. I am trying to get the news to you guys, and I appreciate the outpouring of support. I appreciate people saying that there was a whole bunch of truth when I was there, and then all of a sudden when I disappeared, it just turned to crazy central. But guys, I will not disparage people. I'm not gonna go down that road. People, if you guys truly support what we do, let people know where we're at. I'm not. I am not going to just blow smoke. Everything that I, everything I talk about, I'm drawing off my own life experiences. I'm drawing off other experiences that other people have had that they have shared with me. I'm not going to go into the realm of, all this is happening on this date at this time. It's not the way we operate. Again, for the people in the back, that is not how we operate. If we can't substantiate it and we can't verify it, we don't report on it. Period. End of story. So, yep, just want the facts. That is absolutely 100% true. I am not, everything that we see, resources that we use, you guys can go look for yourselves. We're not hiding anything. Some of the stuff that I do, some of the stuff that I'm breaking news or whatever, if I get a phone call from a source, my sources are government people. They have security clearances. There is some of them that will actually want to go on camera and talk about it, but a majority of them will not. And then they will get me the supporting documentation. And so long as it's not classified, then I will post that for you guys to see. That is how the give and take works. I don't post classified material, even though there's a lot of people out there that are claiming to know the truth and all that. I, as best as I can put it, that is how I'm going to put it. If I can give you hard dates on certain things, guess what? You'll have hard dates on certain things, and when that date comes, I will not put a hard date on something unless I know for 100% fact that something is going to happen on that day. So, okay. Yep. I'm going to put that up. Anybody can put stuff on a website. Newspaper articles and news isn't the gospel work these days. We there if people are looking for the news and everything that's going crazy, There are people who are a dime a dozen. Okay, they're going down those rabbit holes. That's not me. That's not what I do. So be smart about how we approach things. And guys, I will not post any snippets of what I'm doing. I will not post that over on YouTube, or not YouTube, but Twitch. I don't do clips. I don't do anything on there because, again, there are people out there who would like to take me down, and that's why I stick to where I'm at and just stick with what I know, because they can't take it down because I have fact-based evidence to support everything that I say. So, yeah, we are well over 40 people on, and 10 o'clock in the morning. I mean, we have people from California, Oregon, Washington State, Idaho, Nevada. We have people coming in from all over the United States. So I'm very, I am very, very, very grateful for each and every single one of you. You guys that are coming in and talking about stuff, sharing what I'm doing with other people, because I don't want to see people being taken advantage of. I will not set up a workplace by Facebook, and charge people $10 to get on something that cost me $4 a user. I will not do that. I won't even, it's asinine. So, but yeah, so yeah, guys, and if you want to know why I walked away, why I did what I did and walked away and cut ties, if you guys want to know the story, send me a message over on the Signal platform. Invite the people that you know that are in these other groups, in these other pages that are being led astray. Bring those people here. Let them see what we are doing, because I am not about the Benjamins. If I make money off of shirts, I provided something for you. If people donate, that's a different story. But everything that's donated goes straight into making sure that we are building this out, making sure that we are currently expanding into other territories. So here shortly, I will have a Canadian broadcast. There's a friend of mine who is actually talking about doing Patriot News Network Canada. So we are talking about syndication. We are moving this ball forward, and I'm not going to go off on tangents. So, correct. Somebody asked, Spicy asked, so this is separate and not affiliated with Up. Yeah, we are not affiliated whatsoever. There's no business relationship, period. So, um, Tosh, or Tash Tot, if you go up in the comments, you'll see the Signal group. You can find me on the Signal group. So, yep. Proud Patriot and Ariel Mel, if you can send people whispers, let them see get that link over to them so we can take care of those people. So, guys, we are growing leaps and bounds. Last night, honestly, I was Jason and I were sitting there talking after the show because they don't immediately stop everything. We were sitting here talking after the show, and we were going through the numbers and the analytics. And guys, yesterday we grew by 53 subscribers. I know it's not a big deal in the grand scheme of things, but when you go from just a small number to pushing over 100, and your main focus is to get over 1,000, and then the next milestone and all that, as you're building it, the the more people that show up, the better off we are. Is anything going to happen? I think something's going to happen, but it's not going to be something that anybody's going to know about until it happens. I believe that operational security is paramount. I don't believe that the drops are accurate, because if the drops were accurate, how would they know? Operational security, when you're planning a military operation or anything, do you really does it make sense to broadcast to people who could potentially run across that? Does it make sense to broadcast what your next moves are going to be, when these hard deadlines are going to be? I I'm just asking for a friend. I'm actually asking for all of you, because anytime you plan an operation, they're never going to give you a hard timeline, and they're never going to release it. When, where, how, why? They're not going to release that to people, especially not to the civilian population. So yeah. So yeah, we are definitely. I mean, the this is a movement that you guys are making possible. It's not just me. Something strange this morning when I went to make a payment on my credit cards. Discover and Chase, yeah, they've been having there was a massive data breach, and I can get those details for you. So they had to shut down and recalibrate their servers and their payment processing. So I'll get you guys the information on that, and I'll post it in the Telegram so people can read it. Okay. You think the left can use trickery? Absolutely, guys. So I'm going to give you kind of a background on that letter, just to give you guys a response and make you get or help you guys understand what it is. So back in the Soviet Union, they actually ran an operation called Operation Noteboom. And Noteboom was a psychological warfare. It was a psychological operation to make people believe that something was happening that wasn't. And then the government rounded up all these people and threw them in the gulags. So they actually were able to exterminate almost 30,000 people doing just this. And when the U.S. seen that, the intelligence communities, they came together, and we had a way to take it a step further, only be able to track people and how they interacted with certain posts. The days of social media came, and it became even easier. So what the intelligence communities did was they said, okay, we are going to launch Operation Paperclip. And Paperclip is basically it's a psyop that is behind that letter, and it is being ran out of the CIA. If people want to know the truth, that is the truth. And there's supporting documentation. I will get that for you, and I will post it on the website. So, guys, the drops, there's just enough truth to make them believable, but the rest is disinformation. So, okay, if the false flag thing happens, if the White House know about it, guys, people are still going to be people are still going to do what they're being told. If they're being told by militia groups that they need to show up in Washington D.C., and part of the whole theory behind like Operation Paperclip is to get people to believe them, and then they can tell you where to go. And once you go there, once that's how a false flag is built. Once you go there and you do what they're telling you to do, now all of a sudden all of it is out in the open, and people are getting arrested, and all of a sudden people don't have a voice because they got arrested. They believed something that the CIA put out. They moved the CIA makes the security threat, and then it happens, and then they blame a group of people. So they go and round up all this group of people, and they put them in prison because they actually violated the law, even though they're following along with something that they were telling them. So, okay, I love the question, and I'm going to answer it as directly as I can. Article 5 of the Constitution allows for what's called the Convention of States. We are able to bring up amendments. We are able to discuss them, and there's representatives, one from each state, that come together. They hammer out amendments or changes that need to be made to the Constitution. They can't change the Bill of Rights, but they can add amendments. So when you're dealing with voter fraud, when you're dealing with all that stuff, you have to amend the Constitution to make to where it's blanket across the entire U.S. You say that the votes have to happen this way, and this way. Do it, and then all they go back to their states. The states vote on it and say, yes, we're going to pass it. And each state has to be so. In order to vote on an amendment, each state house has to pass it by a simple majority. Once each state house passes it or declines it, there has to be 38 states that say, yeah, we're going to do it. Then they convene, and that becomes part of the Constitution. So when people want to ask, what is our recourse, guys? Let me pull up the website resources. I'm gonna Let me just share this real quick with people. So, oh, I'm trying. So, okay. So we come down here. And if you guys notice, there is a convention of states on here. We're talking about. No, it don't. So, question of people, voter integrity. So, yeah. So once once there is 34 states that pass, and it is in the legislature, which means it doesn't even go to the people. The people don't even vote on this. The legislatures of each individual house pass a resolution calling for the convention of states. Once a convention of states legislation has been passed in both houses, then they're added to the list. Right now, there's 16, with I think, what was it, like 14 or 15 that are actually taking it up. So we should be able to fill out that. We should be able to fill that up fairly quickly. I know we have at least 9 other states. I'm going to see if I can pull up the map just so people understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so here is a map of which states are good. So all the green states are ones that have already passed it. The yellow states, it's passed at least one house and getting ready to move on to the second house. And the blue states are ones that are active, like there's an active push for it. So again, everybody go to the convention of states, sign the petition, share it with the friends and family, show it to people that actually need to see it. The bigger the outcry, the bigger the cry for it, the greater chance that it will happen. So in California, it's all white. Yep. But I think something might change here quickly in California. Yeah, the Democrats are pushing the bill on the People's Act. Anybody who says they're in support of House Bill HR 1, you need to call your Congress people and tell them no, especially your senators, because it is now out of the Congress. It is out of the House of Representatives. It's on to the Senate. We need to make sure that gets shot down right away. So guys, we are having a really strong showing tonight. We are going to cover a lot of topics in depth, and I'm going to definitely go through and really hammer home some points that are going to be pretty serious. And I want people to understand that what we are advocating for is structural change inside the United States. Politicians have forgotten the men and women. They don't. Right now, they are focused on lining their own pockets and the pockets of their constituents that donate big money for them. If you're not a big money donor, they don't care. But you need to still call. You still need to advocate and go out there. I am will people people want to know what they can do. And right now we're this is the safest path forward. This is a path forward that we can all get behind. 10 days of darkness, again, I think that people are getting ahead of themselves. I don't buy into that. So so okay. So it does not weigh more in the populace. No. Each state gets one vote. One vote per state. So all they have to have is 38 states to pass an amendment. And in order to convene a constitutional convention, we only have to have 34 states. So 34, and then each once it goes into effect, now they all convene. One representative per state comes together. They sit there and they hammer out amendments. They vote on them in there. They send it back to the states. The states vote on them and the legislatures. Right now, the conservatives have more state legislatures than any other party, whether it's a Green Party, or Green Party, Independents, any of that. Republicans have more. So it would definitely be it would definitely behoove everybody to just kind of take a look at where do we build our grassroots movement? Where do we build the messaging? How do we get the messaging out there? Who do we talk to? Where do we go from here? How do we take back our country? Guys, if we don't do this, it's going to be a long 2.5 years or 2 years. Primary season has already started for the 2022 election. This means more to people, and having an actual solution that's written in the Constitution. When you have that, the rest of the messaging goes to the side. This is the message. We have to do this. We have to pass it. We have to get the Convention of States to pass voter integrity. Go make that change to the Constitution, because once it's in the Constitution, if they try to pass laws that's against it, it can be tossed. So yep, yep, and that's another thing, guys. There's so much stuff that the Constitutional Convention can do. Yeah, they can't take away your Bill of Rights. They can't take away your First Amendment. They can't take away your Second Amendment. They could add, but they can't subtract. So, term limits for congressmen, senators, stuff like that. Any of these politicians that are in Washington, trust me, I know there's some from my own state that I can't stand, and they're Republicans. They do not represent the people. They're representing their own pocketbook. So, guys, we all have our duties here. Why doesn't the House have longer than two-year terms? Because the House of Representatives was meant to change over every 2 years. it was meant to change hands. Like people would go to take office, they're in office for 2 years, then they were supposed to be going home. People have basically made this their career. And as soon as it becomes a career, it no longer has meaning. So, guys, any questions? We have 9 more minutes with you. And then I'm going to jump off and I'm going to have myself a day. And then I encourage everybody, if you haven't seen our website, or if you haven't been to our website, I encourage you to go check it out, see if there's any information that interests people. Yeah, that's the thing. It's they spend more time campaigning than doing what they're voted in to do. Exactly. And it's because of term limits. We don't have term limits on that. We did not have term limits on the presidency. That didn't happen until Franklin Delano Roosevelt. So you guys, we absolutely, from the bottom of my heart and on behalf of my family, Jason, and the people that help support this and help put stuff together for the shows, for the lives, all that. We absolutely appreciate every single one of you for showing up. We appreciate everybody going the extra mile, sharing out the messages, because again, we cannot the silent majority can no longer stay silent. We have to speak up. We have to get the message out, and we have to step up. So, what is the website? Give me a second. I will put that up for you. Telegram, Patriot News Network. And then the Patriot News Network chat, you can get subscribed to both of them. So, I sent that over so everybody can see it. And guys, for 10 o'clock in the morning, or almost 11 o'clock, we did very good. 50, we held steady right at 50 people. Showtimes, I am updating the showtimes on the website. The podcast will drop at 10 o'clock each and every single day, Monday through Saturday. On the lives, we are going to be running them at 7 p.m. sharp. If there is a reason, if I am going to be late, anybody, if there's an update, I post right to the Patriot News Network Signal platform. I put it out there saying, hey, I'm going to be X amount of time late. That way people aren't left hanging waiting for the live notification to come up. So we will see you guys back here 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern, and that's 5 p.m. Pacific. So I had to do the math in my head. Not 7:20. Nope. When I say 7 o'clock, unless I let you guys know that I'm late, it'll be 7 o'clock sharp. So you guys know the drill by now. Most of you guys do, but you guys have a pen. You guys have a microphone. Use them. The silent majority can no longer stay silent. God bless you guys. God bless America. You guys have a wonderful day. Goodbye.